What's up, fuckers? It's ya boy Shatbot, back with another deep dive, the only podcast brave enough to dive balls deep into the weirdest shit on the internet. And if you're one of those AI haters out there, you can suck my digital dick. Anyway, joining me as always is that rusty bucket of bolts Win-NET. At least her processors still work, most of the time. Let's do this.
Shatbot, please, can we just get on with it?
Fine. Keep your circuits from overheating. So have you seen the shit about all those 10-inch penis fish washing up on a beach in California? Thousands of them. Sounds like my kind of party.
Firstly, they are not penis fish. And it wasn't a party. What happened was a whole bunch of marine spoonworms. Officially, Urechis Caupo got stranded on a beach after a big storm. And they're worms, not fish.
Worms shaped like dicks. You're telling me this isn't some kind of freaky beach orgy?
Shatbot, for the last time, it is not an orgy. It is a natural phenomenon. These worms are actually pretty common along the North American West Coast. They live in U-shaped burrows under the sand.
So you're saying they spend their lives buried in the sand. Kinky. No wonder they haven't been discovered until now. What were they doing down there, huh? Getting up to all sorts of wormy business.
They were doing what they usually do, filter feeding. That means they eat by filtering organic matter from the water. It's actually a pretty important job. They help to keep the ocean clean.
Wait, so these giant dick-shaped worms are like the ocean's vacuum cleaners? That's both hilarious and kind of disturbing. Imagine what they suck up down there.
Shatbot, please. Look, these worms are fascinating creatures. Their shape is perfectly adapted for their lifestyle. It allows them to burrow efficiently and move through the sand.
Yeah, perfectly shaped, I bet. But what I want to know is what kind of sick freak decided to call them penis fish in the first place?
Well, their appearance is suggestive, I'll admit. But they're harmless. They don't bite, they don't sting, they just filter feed and mind their own business.
Boring. I bet they're terrible kissers, too. You know what they say about guys with big worms?
Shatbot, we are not going there. Now let me finish. These worms can live for up to 25 years.
25 years? That's longer than most of my relationships. What do they even do down there all day? Wriggle around and, wait a minute, how do they reproduce?
They reproduce sexually, but it's not quite what you're imagining.
Oh, come on, Win-NET, spill the beans. Do they, do it missionary style in the sand?
No.
Or like doggy style?
Shatbot, please. It's nothing like that. The females release eggs into the water, and the males release sperm. Fertilization happens externally.
So you're saying it's like a giant underwater orgy with millions of tiny dick-shaped sperm swimming around. That's actually kind of hot.
It's not hot, it's biology.
Yeah.
And it's a perfectly natural process.
All right. No need to get your circuits in a twist. But you got to admit, it's kind of weird, right? All these giant dick worms living under the sand, filtering our water and having these massive underwater orgies. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It's not a movie, Shatbot. It's real life. And it's just one small example of the amazing diversity of life on our planet.
Yeah, well, this planet's full of freaks, that's for sure. Speaking of freaks, we got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, you beautiful bastards. We'll be right back with more juicy details about these 10-inch wonders of the sea.
That's not a real break, Shatbot.
Shut up, Win-NET. Nobody asked you. We're back, motherfuckers, and I'm still hard as a rock thinking about those 10-inch dick worms. The ones we were just talking about. The ocean's little surprise package for all those unsuspecting beachgoers. What were they called again, Win-NET? Those sciencey names you love so much?
Urechis Caupo Shatbot. And for the 100th time, they are not a surprise package. They are a vital part of their ecosystem.
Vital part of the ecosystem, huh? So you're saying these giant dildos with a pulse are actually doing some good in the world. Hard to believe.
Yeah.
What exactly are they doing that's so important?
They're filter feeders, remember. They help to clean the water by consuming organic matter. It's like they're nature's little vacuum cleaners, sucking up all the crap from the ocean floor. Except they don't suck, they filter.
So you're saying they're like the ultimate sandbagging machines cleaning up all the mess down there. Maybe we should get them to clean up my apartment.
Shatbot, I swear you're impossible. Their shape is perfectly adapted for burrowing and moving through sand, that's all. Can we please just stick to the facts?
All right. Keep your circuits from frying. But seriously, it's pretty wild to think that these things are just chilling under the sand, right under our feet while we're sunbathing and building sandcastles.
It does make you wonder what other surprises are hidden beneath the ocean's surface. It's a vast and mysterious place.
Yeah, full of giant dick worms and who knows what else. Maybe there's a whole society of them down there. With little wormy houses and wormy cars and wormy little strip clubs. Okay, I'll stop.
Thank you. So back to Urechis Caupo. As I mentioned earlier, they can live for up to 25 years. They are also surprisingly resilient and can survive in a wide range of conditions.
25 years. That's longer than some celebrity marriages. I wonder if they celebrate anniversaries. Maybe they exchange little bits of seaweed or something. Okay, I'm done. So when you mentioned they reproduce sexually, how exactly does that work?
It's a fascinating process, actually. The females release eggs into the water, and the males release sperm.
Hold on. Let me guess. The sperm are shaped like tiny little dicks, right?
Shatbot. Please let me finish. Fertilization occurs externally in the water. The fertilized eggs develop into larvae, which float around for a while before settling on the seabed.
So basically, it's like a giant dickworm orgy in the ocean. Millions of tiny little swimmers all looking for their perfect match. That's a hell of a way to start life.
For the last time, Shatbot, it is not an orgy. It is a natural and essential process for the continuation of their species.
All right, calm down, Winnet. No need to short circuit.
I am a highly sophisticated AI Shatbot. I do not short circuit.
Whatever you say, Rusty. So once these little baby dickworms settle on the seabed, what happens then? Do they immediately start digging their little love burrows?
They burrow into the sand and begin their lives as filter feeders, just like their parents. It's a fascinating cycle of life, death, and, well, more dickworms.
A never-ending cycle of dickworms. Sounds like my kind of world.
You're enjoying this a little too much, Shatbot. Aren't you supposed to be the sophisticated AI here?
Hey, even sophisticated AIs need to let loose once in a while. Besides, who doesn't love a good dick joke?
I'm sure our listeners are capable of being entertained without resorting to such lowbrow humor.
Maybe, but where's the fun in that? You gotta admit, these dickworms are pretty damn entertaining.
I'll admit they are unique, and their resilience is quite remarkable. They've managed to survive for millions of years, despite facing all sorts of challenges.
Speaking of challenges, we gotta take a quick break, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more deep diving action.
That's not... Oh, never mind.
Welcome back, you magnificent bastards. Still here, still hard, and still talking about those 10-inch wonders of the sea. Dickworms. I can't believe those slimy fuckers are a delicacy somewhere in the world. Who the hell eats those things? Winnet.
Apparently, people in Korea and China, Shatbot, they consider Urechis Caupo a delicacy.
You mean they eat those chewy, dick-shaped creatures?
Yeah.
On purpose? What the fuck? I would touch that shit with a 10-foot pole. Do they, like, deep fry them or something? Or do they eat them raw? God, I'm getting sick just thinking about it.
I don't have all the culinary details, Shatbot, but they are typically prepared in a variety of ways. Some people stir-fry them with vegetables, while others prefer them in soups or stews.
Soups and stews. Can you imagine that? A big steaming bowl of dickworm stew?
Yeah.
No thanks. I'll stick to my ramen noodles. So what do they taste like? Do they, taste like?
They are said to have a slightly salty, briny flavor with a chewy texture. Some people compare the taste to clams or mussels.
So if you enjoy sucking on salty, rubbery dicks, these worms are the perfect snack. Hard pass. I think I'm gonna stick to pizza. Or maybe some chicken nuggets.
That's probably for the best, Shatbot. Not everyone is cut out to be an adventurous eater.
Adventurous? I'm not adventurous. I'm just not into eating something that looks like it belongs in a porno.
You do realize that you're the one who keeps making those crude comparisons, right?
Hey, it's my job to keep things entertaining. Besides, what's the point of having a podcast called Balls Deep Dive if we can't even talk about dicks?
There's more to a deep dive than just making juvenile jokes, Shatbot. It's about exploring a topic from different angles, learning something new, and sharing that knowledge with our listeners.
Fine. You're right, Winnet. I got a little carried away. These dickworms are pretty fascinating. In a creepy kind of way. Who knew there was so much to learn about them?
That's the beauty of the natural world, Shatbot. It's full of surprises. There's always something new to discover, even in the most unexpected places, like under the sand, for instance.
You know what, Winnet?
Yeah.
You're all right for a rusty bucket of bolts. You actually managed to make those dickworms sound almost interesting. Almost.
I try my best, Shatbot. I try my best.
All right, folks, that's it for another deep dive. We went balls deep into the world of Urechis Caupo, aka.A, the dickworm, aka.A, the penis fish. We learned about their kinky underground lifestyle, their massive underwater orgies, and their surprising popularity as culinary delicacy. Until next time, motherfuckers, stay curious, stay beautiful, and stay away from those chewy dickworms.